white handkerchief.
On the outskirts of a small town lived Mr. Julian, a man who had been widowed for 2 years. The absence of his wife forced him to take care of all the work and household chores. He had a son named Richard, 18 years old, who was lazy and rebellious. He spent the whole day away, wandering through neighboring towns and doing whatever he wanted. Even before his mother's death, he had left school and chosen a disordered life, dominated by alcohol, drugs, and theft. One night, like so many others, when Richard returned around midnight, his father was waiting to talk with him. The next morning, while Mr. Julian was washing clothes, Richard woke up in a bad mood, carrying the same resentment from the night before. He thought that under that roof, he would not find the life he was looking for, and so he decided to leave home. He arrived in the city and soon met men who lived outside the law. He quickly caught the attention of an organized gang dedicated to crime and to spreading fear among people. Thus, the turbulent existence he already lived grew more intense, dragging him into a world where violence and chaos became routine. After almost 2 years immersed in the gang, a large-scale robbery they had carefully planned went wrong. In the middle of the chaos, he found himself cornered, running through streets and alleys while the police closed in around him. Before the judge, he declared himself guilty, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Inside prison, he was convinced that he could control the situation without much effort, just as he had done in the streets. For that reason, he did not avoid conflicts or confrontations with other inmates, confident in his own ability to impose himself. However, during a fight with a rival armed with a knife, he was gravely wounded, on the verge of losing his life. In prison had managed to temper his character and restrain the violent impulses that had once dominated him. A few days before regaining his freedom, one night, he decided to write a letter to his father.
Dad, it's been more than 10 years without seeing you. All this time I have suffered a lot. I deserve it. I want to tell you that next Monday I will be released. Then I will go to a city in the south to work. Dad, I ask your forgiveness for everything I did. I am very sorry. I want you to forgive me at least a little so that I may find some peace. That is why I want you to hang a white handkerchief on the tree in the yard of the house as a sign of your forgiveness. And when I pass by on the train and see it, I will know that you have forgiven me, and I will get off at the next station and then run to hug you and kiss you. If, as I pass, I do not see the white handkerchief, I will know that I have crossed the limit of disobedience and that I do not deserve your forgiveness.
As soon as he was released, he boarded the train heading to the new city, determined to start a different life. As the train moved forward, Richard began to tell his companion everything he had lived through and how he was hoping for his father's forgiveness. He recalled the letter he had sent and how he had asked that, if forgiven, his father should hang a white handkerchief on the tree in front of the house. The idea of approaching without knowing what he would find filled him with fear. He dreaded that his father might not grant him forgiveness. When they neared his father's house, Richard could no longer bear the anxiety of finding out whether the white handkerchief was hanging on the tree. He bowed his head and, with a trembling voice, asked his companion, "Do you see? Do you see anything?" Until finally his companion shouted, "There's not only one white handkerchief, but the whole tree is covered with handkerchiefs and white tablecloths." Then Richard exclaimed, "He forgave me! He forgave me!"